Hello and welcome. My name is Chris from Pixel Splash Website Design, based here in Geelong for Geelong businesses, and you're watching our video tutorial series on how to edit the basic content of your WordPress website. Now in this tutorial we're going to look at how you can edit the shop or the products if you have an e-commerce site. Now for the bulk of WordPress websites they use a plugin called WooCommerce. So we're going to look at WooCommerce and how it's all configured as well. So the first thing is we're going to look at the screens here. We have an example of a website that we're working on at the moment, Mandy Scott. And Mandy Scott has an online feature, a shop feature on her website. And so you can go down here and you can view her online resources, and there's some bestsellers here that you can see as well. And if we go and click on shop, it will take us to this page here where we have a listing of our products. And again, you can click on the products, you can add them to your cart, or you can do lots of different things, but let's just click on the product and see what it does. And it brings up a listing of the product with the price. It's actually telling us how much is in stock, and then a description and any reviews. And obviously because this site is still in development, there's no reviews on it yet. And so the question is, how do we create a product and how do we get it into our website and how do we change the variables in that product? So let's go to the back end of our website, and if you don't know how to do that, once again look at the video tutorials on the Pixel Splash website and we can teach you how to access the back end of your WordPress website. What you want to do is, there's two new tabs available if you have an e-commerce site. WooCommerce, which is responsible for the general settings of your shop online, and Products, which is like a custom post type designed to store all your products in it. So let's go, if you click on the products and view all products, it will take you to this page here. And here you can see a little featured image of our products, as well as a title, whether there's any in stock, the price, categories, tags, all that kind of information. And if you're familiar with WordPress and you're familiar with pages and posts or even events, you'll notice it's a very similar layout. And so if you want to add a new one, all you have to do is go over here to products and go add new product, and it will take you to the comprehensive editing suite where you can add a new product. But let's for the moment just edit a product, because it's essentially exactly the same thing as adding or editing. It's just filling in fields. So let's click on edit and we'll see what happens or where it takes us. And what it should do is take us to that comprehensive editing suite where we can start to change those fields and variables like name, price, whether it's in stock, whether it's a virtual product or a physical product, any shipping classes, all that kind of thing. So the first thing, and probably one of the most important things, is the title of your product, and that's going to appear on the website. So make sure that you give it a good title. Then you can give it a description. Now there's two places you can give the description, either here or down here under the product description. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where you put it. They both appear in the same place, so don't really worry about that. Here we go to the more important information. So we have a little tab here on our left which has our various elements here, and general is price, and if you put in a sale price, let's say you had a sale price of $5, that will automatically override the regular price, and it will appear on the website as $5, not $15, and it will actually appear with the little sale sticker on it as well. So you can do that. If it's a virtual or a downloadable, let's say it's an online PDF that people can download, well, you can click that and then it will open up a new set of options for you that you can add that product in. Again, in inventory, we're actually choosing to manage our stock with our online website, which you don't have to do if you don't want to. So if you don't want to, you can just disable that. But it is handy. You can manage your stock with your online e-commerce site, and all you do is put in how much stock you have, and every time someone purchases an item and it gets shipped to them, that figure goes down. So you don't need to worry about changing that yourself. It happens automatically. It's also helpful as well as when you go view the site, it tells you how many is in stock. And so you know there's nothing worse than going to a website, purchasing something, only to receive an email a week later saying it's not in stock. Well, this prevents that from happening essentially, and saves you a lot of headaches. Shipping, you can give it a weight and you can give it dimensions. This helps if you have certain shipping classes or different formulas that calculate shipping based on weight or dimensions. Now on this site we don't. We have shipping classes based on the quantity. So you get a discount when you buy 2 books. You get a discount when you buy between 3 and 10. We're not using the weight and dimensions, but if you are using that, then you need to fill out this information because your shipping will be based on these different things. Linked products is just, it kind of speaks for itself. You can give a custom attribute or even advanced, but really, I mean, you can enable reviews here or change its menu order. For the most part, you're really just going to be filling out this general setting here, and that's really it. Plus a description, either up here or down here. And then really the last thing you want to do is you want to add a featured image. And it's like adding a featured image on a post or a page or an event. It's exactly the same format. You simply click on it and you choose your image from your media library, or you upload an image, or you upload an image from your computer, and then you just go set product image and it will add it to the page, and then your page will appear like this, formatted in this style. And all these kind of quantity boxes and add to cart boxes and all this gets populated automatically, so you don't need to worry about that. And so that's how you edit a product, and essentially it's exactly the same for adding it. You simply just go add product and it will take you to the same page, but obviously all the fields will be empty, and you just fill out the field, add your product image, add your prices, if you're managing stock, add all that information and click update. And when you click update, it will push it to the website, and so it will be live. That product will be live and will be able to be purchased. If you're not completely comfortable with the changes that you made and you just want to check, you can obviously click preview changes, like a post, like a page, or like an event. It will give you a preview of what it will look like before you publish it. And so that's all well and good. Now we know how to add them. Well, what happens as well is when you do add these pages, these products, if we go and we view the shop page again, for most websites, there will be a section of the page, of the website that automatically generates all the products. And so if we would have added a new product, it would appear here in this grid format. And so that's something else to consider. And talk to your website designer as well if you don't have a page like that, because if you don't have a page that displays all your products dynamically, that is, it automatically generates them when you create them, then essentially you're just creating a product that doesn't go anywhere. So you need to make sure that you have a page where your products are appearing, and that's a little bit more technical to go into that, and that's more so page and post design, which you can check out in other tutorials, not so much in this one. But for the most part, there will be a page that will be automatically generated to, and so you don't need to worry about that. What it also does as well is if we go and we add this to a cart, the cart is that classic part of your website where all your products get totaled and quantified, and you can see here it's added to the cart, and we can view the cart, or even over here we've got a little view of the cart, and depending on your website, the way it's themed and styled, it might look a little bit different, but essentially it's the same idea. And so if we view our cart, all this is generated again for you. You don't need to worry about this. It will tell us the product, it will tell us how many quantity that we want, any shipping calculations that are happening, and then once you proceed to the checkout, obviously it goes into the checkout procedure where you add in your information, your shipping details of your address, as well as your credit card information. Because we're obviously testing this website at the moment, that's not available, but you can have Visa and you can have PayPal, all sorts of things happening. So let's go into the nitty gritty of the kind of global shop settings on your website. The way that you access that is you go over to your website and you go down here to WooCommerce. Now WooCommerce is, again, that's the platform that we're developing on here. And so what we do is we go to WooCommerce and we go down to settings, and this opens up the settings page. And we have a number of tabs up here on the top: general, product, shipping, checkout, accounts, emails, API, and shipping zones. And these are the global settings for your site. So in general, we have the base location of where we're shipping from. We have our selling locations, our shipping locations where we're going to ship to, any taxes that we're incorporating into the website, as well as and currency. So that's kind of all in the general section. If we go to products, this again, we have a subsections here that we can edit and change, and we can choose to how we measure the weight or the dimensions of our products, whether we want to enable reviews. If we go to display, these settings here will determine how the products are displayed in that single kind of form. And so you can muck around in this. You won't be doing too much damage if you, for whatever reason, muck up something in this. I'm sure your website can fix it, but it's good to have a little look and a little play in this area. It's like I said, you can't do too much damage. over here on shipping gets a little bit more complicated, and so if you want to delve into that yourself, you certainly can. But as I mentioned previously, you can set up all sorts of formulations and calculations about how you want your shipping to work. So as I mentioned previously, on this website we have bulk shipping rules. So when there's a certain quantity of items purchased, then the shipping will change. The shipping rules and calculations will accommodate those. So when there's 2, it will charge this much. If there's just a single item, it will have a flat rate. And if there's 3 items, 3 to 10 items, it changes. So you can see how it's getting a little bit calculated, a little bit difficult to understand. So feel free to walk around in there if you want to. Obviously you don't have to if you don't want to. Check out, here you can enable coupons. You can enable guest checkout, which is what is standard for most websites, or you can force it to have a secured or registered checkout where a user has to be registered. You can change the pages for your checkout. All other stuff is getting a little bit more complicated again. Accounts is again that registration, whether you want to force a registration on checkout. And then emails. So you can, whenever a product is purchased, it will send an email to the owner of the website. Or when there's an order cancelled or failed, you can see all the different email options here. And you can configure those automatically yourself, and you can choose where you want to receive them. And so that's the basic ins and outs of WooCommerce and how to create products and how to edit products in your WordPress site. Obviously, the WooCommerce and e-commerce sites generally get a little bit complicated, and so if you do need help with your website, certainly contact your website designer, especially here at Pixel Splash, and we're more than happy to help you out. See ya.